In society, I feel like silence is encouraged, that silence is ignored, that we are ignoring our voices of ourselves and of our children. And we are conforming in this thing called silence, and this poem is breaking the silence to abuse and violence. She said no. Red light means stop, but he demands green, so he says go, but I say no. N-O. Do you not know the meaning of the word no? My dog does. But you certainly don't. I don't care if you think by me saying I want some is wearing my easy access skirt or grab my titty shirts. I am not asking for a second option. I am not asking for a second opinion. I am not asking for you to think just because my breath reeks of alcohol, it somehow transforms my answer into a yes. And you think I'm playing hard to get. Did you ever consider for a moment, as you were thrusting deeper inside of me, gripping me by my throat, ripping out my vocal cords as I was wheezing the word no, as I was begging for you to release me, you think I am just playing. I do not gamble the life I had been given. I do not throw the dust towards my bullseye so I can be your target. I do not roll the dice to see how many times you will be satisfied in your victory, but I wonder when you would realize what you left behind, when you would realize that your broken promises, your empty I love you, and your I will change only separates me from you slowly. You say you have loved, cared, and have been there for me just by handing me money. My bank account can have thousands, yet I am still standing here with empty palms, waiting for raindrops as they slip out of my fingers, as I try to catch special moments I would love to have with you, but those same moments vaporize into nothing. And when I said actions speak louder than words, I didn't mean it in this way. I didn't mean it by you whipping, slashing me with the words of love, when your hands are bigger than your heart, when I can smell your face on my breath as you approach me, when you make me bleed the color of love, when you make me sweat all my bottled in tears every time you came near from my uncomforted fears, when you are scarring me with your darkest form of love, burning me with the flames of your anger, breaking off my wings of love and capturing me into your webs of deceit and lies as I look into my reflection. I see your definition of love written all over me. My eyes are swollen by all the times I had cried. I've been vandalized, criticized, and all by my side I was alone. And sometimes I hide the inner part of me by a crack of a smile, absorbed in gloss to avoid the gloss in my eyes, releasing teardrops up my cheeks. My mouth is stitched up by all your lies, demands of silence and obedience. I cannot count on one hand how many times you shut my heart. I cannot count on one hand how many promises broken. I cannot count on one hand how many tears have fallen down my face. But it wasn't me crying because of what you poured. It was my screams, my plea for acknowledgement, a voice that was taken. My body is decorated in purple, black, and blue, beaten, battered, mistreated, misused, abused, left with nothing but broken bones and bruises, and your fucked up apologies ending with I love you. It begins to rain, washing, draining all the hope I had gained, committing theft of my self-worth, flooding and damaging my purpose to my existence, baptizing myself into your weakness, all because you loved me. The pain in my eyes were not of relief. The tears that fall down my face are not of joy. The battle scars that remain on my body was not because you loved me. This is not love. People laugh. People smile as they ask me to spell the word yes. They smirk at the simplicity of that word, and I spell N-O. You look at me with confusion, as if I'm incorrect. Because in your box of corrections, I am wrong. But excuse me, I don't think that you understand that where I'm from, our culture has said that our bodies are not our own, that our bodies are for the taking by any man that shows any ounce of humanity, men that I have loved and trusted, men that made me understand my body is not my own, by our drinks that are being drugged, abusive parents, lovers, forcing themselves upon us, strangers following us home, piercing daggers into our backs, Because by us saying no, their understanding is yes. But excuse me, you didn't ask me to spell coward. But if you want me to spell coward, here we go. D-A-D, D-A-T-T-Y, C-O-U-S-I-N-U-N-C-L-E, B-R-O-T-H-E-I-F-R-I-E-N-D, and L-O-V-E. Because the only time you ever showed me love was when I said yes. And then I placed my hands over my chest, placing my palms over my heart, knowing one day I will love, and one day I will be loved. But not because of what you made me, but because of who I am. And I'll spread my wings and I will fly, and I will set free from you.